see the lead up into the Penandes miss. And then he proceeds like a baby to sky it.
At the end of the day, they're signing players, and we've seen it with Tottenham. It doesn't work out in the end. Oh, we finished this place, but we won this trophy.
Oh, don't worry about that. That's fucking
Can
gone.
I ask you a question?
Sure.
If that was the case in football, would Ange Postecoglou still have a job?
Yes.
If you were in that situation, Jose Mourinho would have had a job at Tottenham years ago. Ange Postecoglou would have still had a job last season. There would have been many managers out there that would have had a job because of why? Because, trophies matter that much. You look at Manchester United. They won an FA Cup or a Community Shield not so long ago, whatever it was. What are they doing now?
I'm not a Manchester United fan. I'm not a sympathiser. I couldn't care less about the club.
Yeah.
What's that pickup? That's it. The league is that's the bread and butter.
Correct.
That's what puts you in Europe. That's what puts you in League One.
Correct.
And then I see them celebrate the way they did against a side that's newly promoted. What the actual fuck is wrong with that club? Dalot and Fernandez celebrated like they won the fucking World Cup. I actually want you to know that. That is freaking disgusting. That is disgusting.
Eze came on and done a 10 times better job than Martinelli.
I see.
And within 5 minutes, I could see the difference he made. But you can't tell me Saliba, Odegaard, Saka not being on the field and then Eze not starting made a big difference.
I think out of those two that missed, Mascara covered Saliba, and I would start Mascara. He's Saliba's out a long time.
Forget Saliba. Forget him. But the other three that were missing would have changed the game drastically. I would have added a bit more of a creative edge. We were playing direct. We're not a direct team. Like, you look at Gyökeres. Gyökeres had no service. No service at all. People like it or not, I've said that 6 times. Anfield is not an easy place to go to.
That's the hardest, arguably the hardest in the Premier League.
And we've gone there without 4 of our best players and still walked away thinking we should not have lost that game. So if that doesn't tell you this is a championship team, I don't know what will. Hello and welcome back to the United by Football podcast channel. We're here with another episode of Premier League Unpacked. I'm Abz.
And I'm Thomas. Abdul, well said as always, mate. First of all, commiserations. I'm surprised you're in a, not one, not two, but you're in a double tracksuit. And some say he's got an Arsenal top and Arsenal socks underneath all of that as well.
AKA full kit wanker. Yeah.
Where's the socks?
That's me. Listen, we'll get to the game. We will.
Are you okay though?
I'm okay.
Last time I saw JC, he's outside.
Yeah. He's fine. I've had words with him over the last 24 hours.
He's still alive.
No, mate, look, I'm in good spirits.
Are you?
There's a lot of good out of that result. And
are you in good spirits because there's an international break? Or?
Look, could be better, could be worse. I'll get into it in a bit. I don't want to say too much now.
Fair enough.
But before we do kick it off, shout out to LAC Athleisure. Don't forget to use code UBF15 for 15% off all your LAC Athleisure purchases. Got it right that time.
There we go, mate.
And a shout out as well to the LAC studios where it brings you this episode of the Premier League Unpacked as well.
So number 4, I believe that's.
It is episode number 4, and
they're flying, mate. Just like flying up that FPL ladder.
Bro, I forgot to make my changes this week.
This guy always has
to be fair. But yeah, man. Look, and we'll release some news about the prizes this year.
Yep. For
FPL in the coming weeks or so. There's a lot happening. So
there are prizes, guys. There's a certain couple of members that are eager. Still to get theirs, and it's on the way, guys.
I believe they're downstairs. I just forgot to pack them last week.
I believe they're at the door. I was ready to go.
Look, let's get into it, man. We'll run through the results for this week. Chelsea 2, Fulham 0. Thomas, we'll get into the game later. Keep your excitement in your in your chair. Yeah. Man United 3, Burnley 2. Bruno Penandes is at it again.
Just the way the guy celebrated. Fucking him and Dalot for a goal kick. Fucking embarrassing.
You gotta love them, mate. Sunderland 2, Brentford 1. The Black Cats getting another win. Tottenham 0, Bournemouth 1. Up the cherries. Wolves 2, Everton 3. Jack Grealish, mate. He almost made me cry.
He's the top assist maker in the Prem.
So proud of him.
Good on.
Leeds 0, Newcastle 0.
Great game.
Another ball fest, I can't lie. Hectic Fred probably fell asleep watching that one. Brighton 2, Man City 1.
Oof, shock of the round.
We'll get into that one. West Ham 3, Nottingham Forest 0. Almost crunched that word. Nottingham Forest. Jared Bowen, mate. My guy.
He's in my fantasy team.
Liverpool 1, Arsenal 0. We'll get on to that. Aston Villa 0, Crystal Palace 3.
Massive result.
Jean-Philippe.
With a penalty version. Abdul.
Yeah.
I want to take you just quickly on before we get into our tactical breakdown of those results. Sorry, guys, just came back from football, hence the shorts and the socks. Just quickly on to Grealish. How good is it to see that, brother? Finally thriving, enjoying his football, playing with a smile, Abz. That's very underrated. I know some Sky Sports pundit doesn't like when people do that, Abdul.
No.
But no, it's beautiful to watch, man. He's enjoying his football, and just credit to him and up the toffees.
You know what Jack Grealish at Everton reminds me of? You know what it is? No. Do you know that mate that was like in a relationship for like 3.5, 4 years, and he was like absolutely depressed, and then he breaks up with that girl, and then you finally get to see the mate that we all fell in love with, initially.
What an interesting relation.
Honestly, just think about it. Like, he's happy now. He's back with the boys. Where he was at Man City in a relationship with a robotic manager who wanted him to play a certain way and act a certain way, but now he's free again and he's able to do what he wants to do. So
thank Abdul for a wonderful analogy. I know it's not in our deep breakdown, but Palace, man, shout out to Palace.
Yeah.
They're going to be robbed of Gahey, apparently off to
40 million.
off to the Reds. A bit of a steal there. Won the goal as well. Yeah. Absolute wonderful strike from Mark. And Munez had a wonderful game. Arteta had a game. Sa won't score many easier than the one he scored, but man, they're looking good. Yeah. Some of the Black Cats, man. 2-1 left it late.
Granit.
I'm happy for them. Granit assist. I'm happy for them, Abz, I'll be honest. But yeah, some interesting results. West Ham to the haters. Bigger
JC.
Yep.
But no, we can say his name, mate. First and foremost, though, look, we got a few things wrong last few weeks. Fair enough. West Ham, we got them wrong. Even we said that.
One game against the struggling Villa.
Yeah, man, their team's like really falling apart.
Did you see Emery's fucking interview? What's he going?
Yeah.
Why? Ready? Ask me why isn't Martinez playing?
So Unai, Emiliano Martinez has been left out of the side.
Bizet.
He has been left out of the
Bizet.
side. Sorry?
Marco Bizet.
Yes, we understand he played today in goals, but why has Emiliano Martinez been left out of the side?
Bizet. Marco
Bizet. Are you going to answer with a reason, or are you just going to reply?
Sorry, the time is up. Thank you. I'll see you next week.
Mate, this happened last time.
That brother, from a Golden Glove winner at the World Cup, he currently doesn't have a club. Shock. The window ends tomorrow. By the time this comes out, Martinez might not have a club.
Yeah.
He's still contracted at Villa, by the way.
Yeah.
He's just not getting a minute.
It's a simple, don't bite the hand that feeds you.
Yeah.
Sorry, but no one, just think about it.
But they're in trouble, bro.
Yeah. You guys could have signed him.
No.
He would have fit the mold perfectly, to be honest.
Garnacho. Oh, fucking Jesus.
Mate, to be fair, he's...
No. We have 1,000 wingers already.
Yeah, well, tell me about it. You know what's weird, though? Can any of your wingers play striker? Neto?
Yeah, Pedro.
Anyone else?
No, Pedro. Only Pedro. No Gittins. Maybe Estar is too young, 17.
So none of them could have replaced...
Garnacho can't play either.
None of them would have replaced the lap.
Jackson's back on the plane, by the way. He's done a U-turn from Munich to London. He's back on.
But is that confirmed? No, because they brought back Gui, whatever his name is, the Spanish fella.
No, he's Jackson's coming back.
So they brought two back from one injury.
I think Jackson's coming back.
I feel bad for him, man.
The lap or Jackson?
No, for Jackson.
Nicholas Jackson. But he wouldn't have sent him in at Munich.
No, still, man.
Hello, please.
Still, but it would have been a better culture to be around than Chelsea, bro.
It's not hard, to be honest. But
like, playing at Chelsea is like going clubbing on the wrong night.
What? What the fuck?
No, it's playing at Chelsea is like going to a club, and a lot of people understand that has like a ratio of 80% guys to 20% girls. I'm sorry, but if I'm a player and if I'm Xavi Simons and I'd been offered Chelsea and Tottenham, God forbid I ever say this again, but I would pick Tottenham.
Speaking on that, not on your wonderful analogy, I think Xavi Simons is going to do well at Tottenham. But Abz, quickly, 2-0 to my club. I think that we deserved it based on the play.
Yeah.
Maresca is showing us that we can do it without Palmer. And yes, it's Fulham. Fulham still provided some big threats to the game. And I believe they should have gone ahead.
Yeah.
Disallowed goal. I think Lukic maybe stepped on. I believe maybe Chalobah, I think,
Yeah.
in the build up towards Joshua King's goal. If I remember that name back in FIFA.
Joshua King.
They're different King guys, by the way. No, but Fulham were in it. Credit to Pedro.
Yeah.
Got the opening goal, and I think from there we established ourselves. Got into the game right before halftime. Marcus Silva was furious.
Yeah.
Furious. Because things about 40 seconds left. But I'm not just saying it because it's Chelsea, but you always play in the attacking team favour. You always. Likewise with your kick, with your maybe penalty kick claim, which we'll get onto. We'll get onto it. But you always allow for that. Pedro scores, and I think from there, we had him.
Yeah, look, I think Fulham were a bit hard done by.
Agree.
I'll be honest. I don't think Chelsea win this game if Fulham open the scoring.
Why do you think we don't have that creative spark, Abz? Or are you saying that there's too many injuries? Palmer, maybe he'll come back after the international break. Give it 2 weeks, but
just don't think you guys have the drive or the push, like the mental push to break past. This is Fulham. We're not talking about like West Ham or Burnley or something like that. I think Fulham, when it comes to them going
for
ahead,
top 10. No, good.
yeah. So I just don't think Chelsea would have had the, as Troy Deeney once said, the cojones to push through and win the game if they concede it first. But look, you're going to have injuries now. You're going to see how good your depth is, even though 90% of your squad is either left wing, right mid, right wing or left mid.
Would you agree though that defensively,
Yeah.
we still need improving?
Without a doubt. There's no... It's not
But
that
then
there's
he's
no...
selling Garnacho. How does that make
I
sense?
don't know what he's trying to do.
I don't know either.
Unless he's trying to like play a...
I don't think it's Maresca. I don't think it's Maresca.
What does Todd Bowley have a fetish for wingers?
I think so.
Like he just looks... Is he going on like career mode every day and sending scouts
Yes,
out on career mode?
Tricky Blackburn. Yeah, it's one of those.
No, but what is he? I don't understand.
I don't
how
know
he's going
either.
with this. He's like
But
another one as well.
Okay, but why, if you're Maresca and you get a choice, why would you sign a problematic child? It doesn't make sense.
I don't think he's a problem child.
He's a problem child.
No, he's not. He just looks like a problem child because he has a haircut the way he does.
Thanks, I have a similar haircut. But are you serious? You don't think he's a problem child?
No. Brother, if
He fucking spat the toys out at, spat the dummy out United.
Yeah, but do you blame him? Do you blame him though? In all honesty,
I think he's got one of the biggest heads. I think he's got one of the biggest heads. Fucking, he was poisoned at the club.
Yeah, but you look at the best players in the world right now. Haaland had that arrogance. Mbappe had that
Please
arrogance.
don't fucking compare Alejandro Garnacho to fucking
No, but
Haaland.
I'm not saying he's as good as them. I just
Zeros, nowhere near.
Brother, if I stuck Mbappe at Manchester United, if I stuck Mbappe at Manchester United, do you think he'd be pulling out any numbers close to what he's doing now?
How many starts do you reckon Garnacho will get by the end of the year?
At Chelsea? I don't think he'd get as many as he wanted, but I don't know why.
Why the fuck have we signed him?
Why
have we signed him?
Because he was desperate to get out. They were desperate.
So what? I'm not desperate to leave the podcast, but fuck, sign me. What's the point, Pat?
I don't
What's
know.
the point?
I'm telling you, I don't know. I don't agree with signing him because you already have enough wingers. But
A plethora.
yeah, no, I've said it for a while as well. I would have been happy for us to sign. I like Garnacho. Now you're probably talking to the wrong person.
Over Matawick.
Huh?
Over Noni.
Over Noni, yeah.
You're fucking deluded.
Yeah,
Noni
but-
had a great game against
No, he did. I'm not
Noni-
saying.
Noni played really well.
Okay, but over 38 games, I think Garnacho is a better player,
No, Garnacho has better moments than Noni.
which is what you need. And we'll get onto it in the Arsenal-Liverpool game. You need players like that. You guys, outside of Palmer, who else do you have that can pull a moment?
Gittins.
Yeah, but how often is he going to do that?
How often is Garnacho?
More than Gittins.
Yeah, okay, so you think Garnacho is a better winger than Gittins?
Yes.
Thank you, Aldo. Please leave him.
Respectfully, though.
Yeah, respectfully,
though. Gittins had the opportunity to prove himself at Borussia Dortmund. And he was in a
Fucking killed it.
yeah, and he was in a positive system that played positive football that was able to be supported throughout a whole season. Garnacho is playing at Manchester United. Brother, Rashford left United last year for Aston Villa and looked like the Rashford we knew 7 years
He's
ago.
killing at Barcelona as well.
Okay, what I'm trying to say is I don't judge players by the way they play at Manchester United. I don't. I don't think it's fair.
I agree with that. But you tell me, are we going to see enough of him on a showcase at Chelsea when you have Neto, when you have Estavo, when you have Gittins, when you have Garnacho, when you have fucking any of the Torrey George?
Yeah.
Killed it.
I think he jumps the queue ahead of most of those wingers. And I think you would agree with that.
On the left,
as well.
who starts? Neto. On the right? Estavo. You can't take him out. You can't take him out. It's killing it.
Yeah, but in terms of overall who your best players are, you'd go Neto on the right and you'd go Garnacho on the left. Tom, I'm genuinely not pulling your leg. I'm genuinely not. I'd go Neto, Pedro, Garnacho, Pedro, and then Neto on the right.
Okay, but then we've both raised the question of defensively, they still look not the best. Like, fucking King, we got opened up, brother.
Right.
We got opened up.
At this point,
we got opened up.
At this point, with the squad that you've got, and if you don't sign any other defenders, you may as well go play a 3-4-3.
We're in trouble. No, we're in trouble.
Yeah.
We're in trouble.
Play a 3-4-3.
We need a centre back. We haven't got centre backs.
How you lost half of
Chapo
them?
and fuck you and Chalaba.
What happened to Colwell? Colwell's
Gone injured.
he's injured. Who else did you lose?
So we're gone.
I don't know, man. Look, I think stability, we wrote it there, is the key word. I just don't think Chelsea is stable. Again, you look it's like that meme with the car at the front and the horse at the back. You have the ingredients to put together something special up front. I just don't think you've got it at the back, and I don't think you've got enough leadership in there. Garnacho is another 20-year-old.
That's cooked. No, it's cooked. I don't agree with the signing, but I think anything above the 8 will look okay.
Yeah. Look, we'll want to get on to the next game.
Tell me.
Arsenal 1.
Oh, we're going there.
Sorry, Arsenal 0, Liverpool 1.
I'll let you talk and then I'll speak.
All right, where do we start?
I don't know. Tell me.
Dominic Szoboszlai.
Oh, we're going with the goal.
We're just going to rip the band-aid off.
There's a
Great
camera.
goal.
Look at the camera.
Great goal. I can't take that away from you. It was an amazing. Even at the time you saw the group chat, I said, "Fucking fair finish, because you can't save that." Raya he done the right things. He took the step, he took the leap, and he got fingertips to it. Couldn't save it.
They can't touch it.
But I'm gonna turn around and say this: that without our best player, without our captain, without our best defender for 86 minutes of that game,
I think Mascara did a wonderful job.
Oh, he did. He came on and he absolutely killed it. That's a performance to be proud of. And at the end of the day, I think there's a lot more to come from outside than what we saw yesterday. We started with 3 DMs.
I'm not saying
Let's be honest with ourselves. We started with 3 DMs and we started with, I'm going to put it this way. The chances that Madueke had and the chances that Martinelli had that been Eze and Saka, we're talking a very different game.
I'm not saying it.
Did you watch the game?
I did watch the game.
Okay. Did you see when Eze came on within 5 minutes? He had more impact.
He started taking players on.
Yeah. He played with his head up. I don't know why Martinelli runs around.
No. Martinelli defensively had a better game than any one of your anyone.
Yeah, but bro, I'm sorry. We're at a point
that's not his role. I agree.
We're at a point now where we can defend with Calafiori playing on the wing. Our system doesn't need him to. This isn't 22, 23. We don't need him to track back to all the way to fullback. Fair play, bro. You're putting in the effort. Effort goes a long way. But when you're running down with your eyes glued to the floor every single time, that's doing us no good.
Can I ask a question though? Genuinely. I've heard this mentality from you. I will take a point here. We'll take Arts at Enfield. You haven't won there in 14 years. We'll take the occasional win at Etihad. The point. When is it going to be enough? Because it's not good enough anymore to go to these top upper echelon of your competitors and go there and go, fuck it. I'm not saying you're playing for a draw, but you lack that killer mentality. In the first 35 minutes, Liverpool looked shaky at home. The cop were as silent as he is right now. Dead.
Correct.
Dead. Abdul dead.
Yeah.
I heard it. I kept pressing the volume button on the fucking thing. There was nothing.
Yeah.
Dead.
Yeah.
Why is that not instilled in the squad from the top down that from minute 0 to minute 35, you go and get them? You got to notice it. They're world-class players in Arsenal, some of them, Abdul. One sec. Go. Notice it. Take the handbrake off and go get them. You didn't. And as a result, no, you didn't.
Yeah.
And as a result, you leave yourself open to a moment of magic. Itako. That's how it was. Unfortunately, but again, it's like we say unfortunately, we go, next time, it's a performance to be proud of. Fucking take the handbrake off and go.
Okay, but there were moments in that game, Tom, and let's be honest with ourselves. Liverpool didn't have that many either. Neither team came. It was a game of chess.
Okay, but why do you make it? I'm not saying go and play heavy rock, fucking Gangnam Press, whatever Klopp used to call it. But even you as a fan noticed that from minute 0 to, dare I say, minute 40, you had them.
Yeah, but
you had them.
No, I agree. But
so why engage? Why make him go left to right?
Because it's the little moments.
Play within the lines and go.
It's the little moments, for example, that Martinelli had where he had them a 2-on-1 situation, and instead of playing Gyökeres through, you put your head up, he puts his head down and runs to the ball.
Why though? Why?
Okay, but what I'm trying to say is it's not Arteta, it's not Mikel. At the end of the day, yeah, Odegaard wasn't fit. I'm not going to throw Maneri in there in the midfield. I'm not going to throw Max Dowman in there midfield.
No, you can't.
Mikel Moreno done a good job.
Top job.
Whether people don't like it or not, he done a good job. Zubimendi didn't have his best game, but he was a disruptor.
I thought he was the best out of the midfield three.
I love Zubimendi. He's perfect for what we need. You know what though? Yeah, you say, oh, go get them. Fuck them. Why should we go and play to their game? Liverpool want you to take them on. Think about it. Liverpool.
But they were there for the
yeah,
taking.
Liverpool. Okay, and so were we at points, Tom. There was a point where Raya made a pass into midfield, played it straight to Van Dijk. Van Dijk didn't shoot. He chose to pass. For what criticism that we got, I give it back to Liverpool. They had a moment of magic. Fair play to them.
You got to give them credit. But I'm saying from minute 0 to 35, not arguably maybe it's not the most important in the game, but Liverpool weren't at it. They weren't at the races, Abz.
No.
They weren't there.
No.
So you have the first third of the game to go and get them. The first third of the game. Set the standard there. We're not here to fuck around. We're not the old Arsenal coming for a point away at Anfield. We're here to get a win. You cannot be considered challengers anymore, Abz. If you consider yourself that's it, the fucking to win it, you got to do something different.
Okay.
You got to do something different.
I rip out 4 of Liverpool's best players out of that team, and let's see how they go. I'm sorry. Odegaard not playing in there. Yeah, go get them. With who? No one's going to... We saw when Odegaard came on, he'll play that driving ball. We didn't have that on there. Saka's not... I love Noni. Amazing. Our best player on the field. But you can't tell me Saka wouldn't have taken those chances. They were there for the taking. We just did not have the players on the field to take them. These are players that provide great depth, but they're not going to be the same players as the ones who start. Eze came on and done a 10 times better job than Martinelli.
I see.
And within 5 minutes, I could see the difference he made. But you can't tell me Saliba, Odegaard, Saka not being on the field and then Eze not starting made a big difference.
I think out of those 3 that missed, Mascara covered Saliba, and I would start Mascara if Saliba's out a long time.
No, I agree with you. And we've got Hincapié coming through as well. Another amazing player. But you can't turn around and tell me that the players that I've just said that were missing, forget Saliba, forget him. But the other 3 that were missing would have changed the game drastically. I would have added a bit more of a creative edge. We were playing direct. We're not a direct team. Like you look at Gyökeres. Gyökeres had no service. No service at all. Why? Because Tweedledee on the left can't cross the ball in and he's running himself into the byline. He got a midfield 3 of 3 CDMs. What do you expect them to do? Now, I'm proud of that performance, whether people like it or not. I'm proud of it because we went to Anfield, or whether people like it or not, I've said that 6 times, Anfield is not an easy place to go to.
That's the hardest, arguably the hardest in the Premier League.
And we've gone there without 4 of our best players and still walked away thinking we should not have lost that game. So if that doesn't tell you this is a championship team, I don't know what will. And you know what? Once Saka's back,
they're on 9 points now with the incumbent Isak, the incumbent Gay here.
Tom, they haven't looked stable all season, dude.
You don't think Gay is going to fucking
No,
replace?
Gay, but where's he going to come in?
Ahead of Kanate.
Ahead of Kanate. I don't think they'll drop Ibu.
That's his best 65 minutes he's had all year.
Kanate?
Yeah.
Yeah, but Liverpool's one of those.
He's had all year.
Tom,
you're telling me Kirkes, Van Dijk, Gay here, and Frimpong's not strong?
I'm not saying they're not. I'm not saying they're not strong. No. I'm not saying they're not strong. What I'm saying is that Liverpool side has not looked stable all season. And I'm not wrong in not saying that.
It's round 4 of the fucking Prem.
Yeah, and if you're telling me that this is the side and they've looked stronger, they have not looked stronger. They looked a lot more stable and in control of their games last season.
Of course, the Halobo was saying the same thing about them round 3 last year.
Okay.
Same thing.
Okay, well, let's
early doors.
Listen, for the sake of the Premier League, I hope it goes all the way down to the wire and we've got 2 amazing teams. I'm not ruling us out.
I never once said here.
No, I'm not saying you do. I'm not saying you do. I'm not ruling us out. The way Man City are going, for example, the way Liverpool are...
They're a whole different basket case.
Yeah, but even the way Liverpool, on that side, fair play. Gravenberch played really well. Got to give it to him. He was probably one of the best, if not the best midfielder on ground that day. You look in defence. Kirk has done well, but I think the way Noni had his way with him...
I think Noni outperformed Kirkes, I'll be honest. However, I'll be honest, Martinelli got pocketed by Szoboszlai.
Yeah, but Martinelli Martinelli hasn't looked dangerous for 2.5 seasons.
Szoboszlai's not a right back.
No, I know that. I know that. Martinelli 2 seasons ago was dog walking every right back in the league. Where's that Martinelli gone?
Maybe not James, but...
Huh?
Maybe not Reece James.
Brother, he dog walked Walker, he dog walked Trent. James wasn't even playing for him to dog walk him, to be fair with you.
Maybe not.
But when it comes to Kirkes, if that was Saka, he would have been done for. I'm sorry. Noni's predictable. He's good. He's quick. but he's predictable. Saka, you don't know. There was a point where Salah, I don't know if you saw it, he done like a step over. And it even sent me watching it. And I got worried for Calafiori.
Yeah.
Credit to him, though. Credit to Calafiori.
He had a poor game, Salah.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he had a very poor game.
But I'm going to give credit to Calafiori for that because that is the best one-on-one defending performance I've seen him do in an Arsenal jersey ever.
Well, it's hard. It's hard against one of the best wingers in the league.
Yeah, and then you got Gabriel. Gabriel covered well for him at left. Like it was a game of chess. And if you don't understand chess, you're not going to enjoy that game of football. For those who don't like Pep and Arteta and that style of football, you're not going to enjoy it. Like I said, fuck them for all I care. I don't want to go to Anfield and play their style of football. Yeah, you might want to call it, pardon my French, freaking, rock and roll football. And people call, Arteta's football, terrorist football, whatever they want to call it.
Rumble. Yeah, but question, be honest. You've got to go and get goals to win games.
Correct.
Just a genuine piece. A chess game can sometimes go for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. Football's 90 minutes.
Correct.
And it's the 90 minutes goes fucking by.
Yeah.
And the longer you leave it, the less and less chances you'll have.
Yeah.
Put the handbrake into fucking nil and fucking go.
I'm sorry.
When you've got a front three, I'm talking full fit. Saka, Gyökeres, Eze, Martinelli underneath him, Madueke on the other side, Dauman, Wanyeri, God forbid, Lewis Miles Skelly, Calafiori supporting him and Timber. You're telling me that requires a fucking pawn going up, then the castle, then the horse to go over, and the bishop to go diag. Fuck off, please.
No, but we saw last week against Leeds. We saw once we've got that
it's
full
Leeds.
Swing, oh, come on, bro.
It's Leeds.
Okay, it's Leeds. And Newcastle drew 0-0 with them when they came this close to beating Liverpool with a red card.
Where's your fucking striker in Newcastle?
Huh?
Where's Newcastle? Where's your striker in
And
Newcastle?
they didn't. What do you mean? And they got Walter, whatever his name is. What I'm trying to say, Tom,
fuck all.
It's Leeds, it's this, it's that. When Liverpool...
Come on,
No.
Come on, Abz.
What I'm trying to say is last week we saw it. We can attack. But we've gone 3 games and conceded 1 goal. The problem is with Arsenal, if we didn't have a good defense and if we conceded average 2 goals a game, yeah, I agree with you. But we can win games off our defense, get 1 goal and call it a day. I don't care.
But big man, you've always been known to defeat these lesser teams or these weaker teams. How are you going to be that point of difference this year to fucking get the silverware?
Why is it always us though? Why have
of course you're fucking going the silverware.
Hold on. Okay, no. At the end of the day, as like every other fan does, I want us to win that silverware. I don't care. But let me put a point to you. We went 2.5 years without losing to a top 16. Why is it Arsenal can't beat them? Why is it not they haven't been able to beat Arsenal for 2.5 years?
Because they won the fucking title. They don't give a fuck.
I'm not talking about Liverpool. I'm talking about the rest of them. Man Cities, the Liverpools. Even when Man City were winning titles, they still couldn't defeat us.
Who gives a fuck though?
Okay, but no, you talk about these.
Sorry,
big
I don't remember 2-3 years ago going back and watching that Arsenal game where you drew.
Okay, and I've got I've got full trust in when we have a fully fit team that we're going to be able to take it to that next level and do exactly that. Because guess what? It took me 5 minutes to see it with Eze on the left. That it's going to take 2 defenders on that side, 2 defenders on that side, and have 2 people manning Gyökeres down the middle. And guess what? Everyone else is free. I'm telling you, I'm not worried now because I know once we're fully fit, once we've got everyone back, there's no worry, dude. It's having that trust in your manager. I don't think that Mikel Arteta gets it wrong often. I personally don't. And I've said it on this podcast when he does.
Do you think he'll be kicking himself that he didn't go a bit more attacking in 35
But what
minutes?
more would you have done? No, be honest with yourself. With the players available on that day, and you can't say, go to the market because there's
I was about to say.
I'm not saying you, but like I've seen enough online. You can't say go to the market and get
I would
this
have pushed Rice to be higher.
Who?
I would have put Rice to be higher and Timber be higher.
Tactically, would have made Tom. They were basically playing. Timber was basically playing right wing half the time, and Declan Rice was in the box for most of the game.
He makes those late runs.
But the 3 of them were alternating. They were playing literally a rotating midfield 3. Rice was in the box for a lot of the time. Then you had Moreno basically playing at 10 and Zubimendi picking out where he wants to be. And they were all rotating. Rice was playing left back at some point, covering for Calafiori, who was going up high up the field. And then you had the same thing with Zubimendi covering the right every time.
Timber.
What's his face? The left winger of Liverpool.
Gakpo.
Every time Gakpo made a break. So that was never the issue. It's just more so the players available. Let's not rush Odegaard back. We've learned Alisson. Rush your player back, injures himself again. He's out for 8 weeks instead of 2. There's not much more we could do. You don't chuck Manieri in at Anfield like that.
I've never said that was the case.
Unai Emery done it once with a few of our youngsters and he traumatized them for the rest of their lives. Like, bro, you've got to be careful with these games. I'd rather lose 1-0, walk away with my head high, knowing that my team's put a performance in, than go there, give it a crack, and then sit there and complain about Mosquera at the back for the next 3 weeks because he's had one shit game. We've been through it.
But just because you give it a crack doesn't mean Mosquera's going to have a bad game.
No, but it's not like they walked away saying we're a better team. They're not. They're not a better team. They didn't outplay us on the day.
None of us ever did.
So
I'm just saying you'd be kicking yourself because I don't think you capitalised on the moment that you had from.
But there
0 to
wasn't
30.
much to capitalise on.
There was. They were not there. They were not there at the races.
Tom, because neither
They
team,
were dead.
Yeah, because neither team allowed the other to actually play its actual game.
No, they weren't there, brother. They weren't alive.
The only chances that came out of that game were either set pieces or mistakes.
Not this.
Where he went around the creators, should have taken that chance. Again, it goes back to tell you.
Personnel.
It goes back to tell you. No, it does. You're telling me Odegaard, Eze, Saka, and Saliba all play that game for 90 minutes. No. But you're shaking your head as if it doesn't. Those four play. What's the result? Be honest with you.
I don't know because I think Saka cuts it back.
Saka, there's 3 chances.
Odegaard fucking overplays the pass.
There's 3 first half chances Noni had. If Saka had 3 of those chances, 2 of them get in the back of the net. And you know that because Noni will go there, he'll go to the line and then he will hesitate. Now, he had a great game. He took Kirkes. He took him for a dog walk. Kirkes defended well. He made up for it in the second half. But you can't turn around and tell me that if Saka was there or if Odegaard was there or for God's sake, even Saliba was there because we know that Saliba will look up, ping a ball and get it across. Mosquera did well.
Top.
And I actually think he's a bargain signing because we've just sold Kivior for about 20 odd million. Handy signing, but you can't turn around and tell me otherwise. I'm sorry. Credit the Liverpool moment, like as Nick Staff said, they needed a 2008 R9 top pin special to beat us. It's true. Right. It's true, bro. You gotta pay respect where it's due. Yeah, the respect where it's due.
Carrying on the form of upsets quoted by Mr. Abdul Salam.
Yeah.
Brighton 2, City 1 Abz.
Yeah.
Abz, big upset, brother. I want to tell you what, I don't know what it is about the Brighton fountain of youth or the Brighton production line. I don't know where the fuck that they get these players from. They pluck them out of somewhere. $500,000 signing just from random the Ecuadorian second division. They get the fucker. Next top 4 striker in the Prem or top 6 midfielder in the Prem. I don't understand how, but they do it year upon year and the model works. Yeah. They get him, they give him the signing and they sell it for a massive, massive fee. Pure profit apps.
Yeah.
But an incredible game.
Yeah.
But I want to take you to the so-called title defenders that are back. They're not. If you go into a game with Trafford, Aiden Ori, Matthias Nunes, and Kusanov, you're telling me you're not expecting to concede a goal? Why the fuck is Stones on the bench? Why the fuck is there? Why is theirs on the bench? Why is Akanji and why? Why is Aki on the bench?
I think he's been figured out. I don't think it's them. Kusanov is a great defender. He's a great defender. Nunes was never a right back.
So why the fuck is he still there? You go into Brighton.
Brighton
have touched up Man City twice last year.
But
twice.
Okay, there's 2 bogey teams that they've got, and we know that.
Nah, brother, but it's not bogey.
But that team's always had City's number. I don't want to make excuses for Pep because fuck Man City for like it. You know, I don't want them winning another 3-4 leagues in a row. I agree with you. Nunes is no right back. I don't know why he's still there. I don't know why they haven't picked up anyone to replace him properly.
I don't know. He's too early to judge about Kusanov. Why leaving Stones here? Okay. Why Stones here?
Because he's getting older.
Oh my fucking God.
No, but it's true.
Stones 10 times the player.
No, I agree. But Kusanov's also a talented centre back. We didn't question him when he done it with Ruben Diaz years ago. Remember, these guys came in with not probably the same hype as Ruben Diaz, but a similar skill set, if not a bit more skilled than Ruben Diaz.
And the Edison thing blows my mind.
I think
that blows my mind.
He's had a problem with Edison for a long time. For a long time. Ever since Ortega came in and actually looked like a competent keeper, I think he's had a problem with Edison. And I think Donnarumma is going to come in to replace Trafford. And I'll see that happening. But it's Pep. I don't know why you're picking up a keeper that can't kick with his feet. Donnarumma can't play with the ball at his feet.
But I generally am shocked. What they go. Because Rodri, came back, looked okay. Reinders, usual. But it's like you go into the game, and as an opposition manager and an opposition fan and the players themselves, a team list with John Stones, Ruben Diaz, Guardiola when he comes back, Ake and Akanji. Remember, don't forget, you based your back four off City's back four 2 years ago.
Correct.
So why have they moved away from that? Why is he trying to I don't get it.
Because you look at the team in the way it is now that he's got, it just doesn't work. You can't play 4 centre backs on Rodri and then Reinders in front of them as well. It's just not going to work.
But you've got the similar thing with Rice and Zubimendi.
Yeah, but we've also got a back four they're a lot more mobile than City's back four.
I agree, but it's like they've never been known for their wing, left back and right back. What's he trying to do without Nori? What the fuck's he trying to do without Nori?
I don't know.
I'm shocked. I'm really shocked. I was shocked by their lineup, Abz.
I think this is going to be a season where they finish a lot lower than we think.
Do you think so, honestly?
But next year, God help us all. I'm telling you, look,
But Abz, we said that this year because Pep has never had 2 bad seasons in a row.
Yeah, but Pep also had a lot of injuries last year. A lot. And
let's not use injuries, Abz. They've had a fucking brilliant transfer.
Yeah, but they lost Rodri. Like, I'm sorry, we've seen this before with City. When they lose one player, that pulls apart their system. Same thing with Liverpool 2 years ago. Who'd they lose? Van Dijk. They fell apart, almost finished 8th. Now, I don't want to make this about Arsenal, but I get a lot of shit.
Rightfully so, by the way.
No, but I get a lot of shit for turning around and defending a team that, will miss 4 or 5 key players and still walk away the 1-0 winners or 2-1 or 0-0 or lost 1-0 to Liverpool. But that goes to show you that it's somewhat about the system more than it is the players. And for a fact that if we can go to Anfield, for example, lose 1-0,
fuck, you proud of that result,
minus 4 key players, and then City last season, minus Rodri, have one of the worst seasons they've had in 5-6 years. It goes to show you the levels. Okay. Their system isn't the same as it used to be. Now, Liverpool, for example, done the exact same thing. Szoboszlai at right back is no different to Nunes at right back. It's the same thing. Just think about it.
I think Szoboszlai's a better player than Nunes, I'll be honest.
Correct, but the logic of it's the exact same thing. Because he's got Rodri, Reinders and Shirky in midfield, correct?
Yeah.
When you look at the other side, for example, you've got Nunes coming in to sit next to Rodri and then Reinders pushing in, playing that Rice role. What are you going to do? Where does Haaland go? Haaland's got no space. You got Foden on the left, I believe it was.
He had 3 big chances himself, Abz.
Yeah.
He had 3 massive chances himself. Haaland, and I believe he should have taken one of them.
Yeah.
Easily. And it's a bit shocking for me, Abz, because it's like, fuck again, Brighton. Again, they do a number of them. Maybe I don't believe in burger teams personally. But the way they took both their goal, Abz, their defense was open. The second one, are you serious?
Yeah.
Embarrassing.
Okay, then do I raise a point? Maybe Rodri's not the same Rodri as he was before.
No, but I knew that. The injury that he sustained, I knew that.
So do you think maybe his deterioration?
Okay, you raised that point. I'll raise your counter one. If you know that in the back of your mind, why the fuck are you rocking up with Kusanov? You play Stones and Diaz. Why?
Yeah,
but if you know that in the back of your mind.
I love Stones, but he's a step behind what he used to be. This isn't the same John Stones.
Still better than Kusanov.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, well, clearly fucking showed.
I don't think so. I think Kusanov, all right, it wasn't their best game, but you can't judge his ability based off that one game.
But if you know that this team is a threat, and every Premier League match is a threat, but if you know that this team has had your number,
sometimes you just can't do anything about it.
Okay.
Maybe it is just one of those, Tom, whether he played Stones. God forbid they played Stones and Diaz and they concede another 2 because they can't keep up with Brighton's attack.
Then we're talking a different thing, of
That's
course.
what I'm saying. Like, they've just
Minter and
been figured
Matoma
out.
had him. Minter and Matoma had them.
Okay, so it just goes to show you then, at the end of the day, they've just had their number.
Nunes was gone, bro.
Yeah. Anyway, on to the other side of Manchester. Manchester United 3, Burnley 2. United twice let Burnley back in before Bruno Fernandes converted a stoppage time penalty. Relief, not joy at Old Trafford. Tom, my first question.
Fuck the questions, I'm going to tell you something. I'll be honest. I'm not a Manchester United fan. I'm not a sympathiser. I couldn't care less about the club.
Yeah.
However, when I see a team that's been beaten by Grimsby, when I see a team that thought they were back after a 1-0 loss to Arsenal, it was 1-0, I was lost. And then I see them celebrate the way they did against a side that's newly promoted. winning a goal kick, not a corner. What the actual fuck is wrong with that club? Dallo and Penandes celebrated like they won the fucking World Cup. I actually want you to know that. That is freaking disgusting. That is disgusting. Then you look to the bench and you've got the 65 million pound man, fucking Sesko, on the bench. And every fan in that stadium is expecting him to come on. Who does he bring on? Zerki. What the actual fuck is wrong with that club? What is wrong? Generally, like it's gone beyond the point of this is a smile, this is a game, this is a gimmick. I'm doing this for. It's gone beyond that point. It's gone beyond the point.
Can I recounter your point to that? They can't get worse than this. Like they seriously, worse than this is relegated.
Abdul, I thought that was against Grimsby. I shit you not. Please, I'm going to show it after.
No. I've seen it.
What the fuck? And then the week before, we didn't get to speak about it. The week before, Abz, Penandes' miss. Did you see the lead up into the Penandes miss?
Yeah.
The referee inadvertently, accidentally brushes Penandes. He puts the ball down, big two hands in the air. Fuck off, ref. And then he proceeds like a baby to sky it.
No.
That's your captain. That's your leader.
Correct.
I see here there's an over-reliance on Penandes. Fuck off. Please.
Times.
Go on, finish.
Okay,
Club's done.
Okay. I agree with you. But you sit there and you complain, about they celebrated a goal kick and not a corner. Yeah. But what do you expect? You got to think of them. People need to stop. And I've said, I said this a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago on this fucking podcast. People need to stop thinking about Manchester United as this club.
No, we're human, Abz. You can't.
No. But you need to stop. It's realism at the end of the day. You need to stop thinking about them as this treble winning under Sir Alex Ferguson side. I'm sorry, they're not the exact same side. Them celebrate, and I've been there. I've been there as an Arsenal fan. Bro, I've been there when we were celebrating wins against Watford and Burnley because we were struggling to beat freaking Brighton, who was sitting in 8th, or Sheffield United at home. These are the little things that at the end of the day, when we saw Granit Xhaka put in, and I still remember it to this day, Ben White and Granit Xhaka. Ben White made this amazing tackle, sent it for a corner. Granit Xhaka got him up, celebrated with the fans. We went and conceded a corner after.
Tackle. No, Abdul.
Yeah.
It was a tackle.
I know. They conceded a goal kick because you know what? They've got nothing else to celebrate for. You got to think this is life. If you're at work, if you're at home and you've got nothing else to celebrate for, nothing else to be happy about, and you get the smallest little thing, the most minuscule thing, change. And it makes you happy. Why would you not celebrate it? Because you've had nothing else to celebrate.
And then you see his press conference after.
Yeah, but he's as good as gone, Tom. He's as good as gone.
I am fucking worried for that guy.
They're done. Like, I'm telling you, they're done. But you also can't expect them to be the treble-winning side. Like, it's either one or the other.
Cunha comes off, and you bring on Zerki.
Yeah.
What the fuck's Sesko supposed to do?
I'm saying he should have never signed.
But then again, League 2 opposition. League 2. And he takes the 10th fucking penalty in the shootout. I'm lost. I can't go any more with this club. That's how I'm gone. I don't get it.
Yeah, but it's simple, Tom. He never wanted him. Amorim never wanted him. And it goes back to the board. Yeah, but it goes back to the board, bro. I'm sorry. It goes back to the board. At the end of the day, they're signing players, and we've seen it with Tottenham. It doesn't work out in the end. Like, for example, I'm going to raise this point because United fans talk about it. Oh, we finished this place, but we won this trophy.
Oh, don't worry about that. That's fucking gone.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
If that was the case in football, would Ange Postecoglou still have a job?
Yes.
So it's not the case.
No, it's not
so when people turn around and say, I'd rather finish 15th and win an FA Cup or win a Europa League than finish second 3 years in a row and not win a single trophy. If you were in that situation, Jose Mourinho would have had a job at Tottenham years ago. Ange Postecoglou would have still had a job last season. There would have been many managers out there that would have had a job because of why? Because, trophies matter that much. You look at Manchester United. They won an FA Cup or a Community Shield not so long ago, whatever it was. What are they doing now? Losing to Grimsby, and then, like you said, celebrating this. This isn't the same Manchester United. But you can't turn around and tell me that your league results don't paint a bigger picture. Of
course they pick up. That's the league is the that's the bread and butter.
Correct.
That's what puts you in Europe. That's what puts you in League One.
Correct.
That is the bread and butter.
So,
and I can't. I seriously cannot. And the week before, Penandes with the referee like that.
Look, but we've known about the Bruno for a while. But at the same time, I can spare him that. Because fuck me, he's the only reason they're where they are. Without him, where's that side? Without Bruno Fernandes, where's Manchester United? As an Arsenal fan, without Bruno Fernandes, where would they be? Probably relegated. For all we know, last season they probably would have been relegated. But you can't turn around and tell me you have the same expectation for Manchester United that you had 5, 10, 15 or even 20 years ago.
But Abz, people love to live in the past and people love to paint them as this big club. Guys, they're fucking not. Sorry. And again, this might just be me, but I dare to say it's a few other people as well. That was embarrassing. Okay, a fan. Abdullah fan. No problem.
Yeah.
A fan, he's been through it, he lost against Grimsby, he's probably cop shit at work all week. They fucking get a result. Yeah, okay, celebrate a corner, fuck yeah, keep it quiet, it's Burnley. This is 2 professional players on 100 grand plus a year. Dallo, I'm not sure, maybe just above 50, and they're doing that.
Yeah, but
I'm sorry.
Tom,
if it's a match-winning tackle or on the line, fuck yeah.
Can I? And again, I hate United as much as you do.
Please don't sympathise with them. It's
But
embarrassing.
I will sympathise, Tom. But I will sympathise. You're not thinking of it like a. Sorry, not everyone's a winner. Not everybody is a winner.
What the fuck you play football for?
No, but because not everybody. There's winners and losers in life.
Oh, of course.
And Manchester United are losers.
Now.
No, but they are. Right now, they're losers. And when you go to lose to Grimsby Town and you go to training and you have a shit week and you're being yelled at by everyone, yes, you're going to celebrate the fucking corner that you won. Yes, you're going to celebrate the goal kick that your goalkeeper's just won. I'm sorry. But when you're down that low and when you're going through it, and I don't care whether it's Manchester United, Tottenham or Arsenal, you're going to celebrate those little wins. And I'm sorry, it's the fans of the clubs that don't know what that feels like to be in the gutter for as long as United have been, or as long as we did at the time, that won't be able to sympathise. Because, bro, I was watching my team get battered by freaking God knows what. So we rocked up to Watford and had Troy Deeney stamp all over us. We've rocked up to Burnley and lost 1-0 at Turf Moor because of what? Because of a stupid corner, because Aubameyang's ADHD radar came on and he had to look around and have a conversation with someone, and Tyrone Mings just went and smashed it in. I'm telling you, bro, like, there are times where, you know, you're going to celebrate these little wins because you need them. And, you know, if they do pick up their form, they'll look back at this and the celebrated corner and they'll be like, this is where it started.
I mean, you're not a sympathiser.
And how do you start? You know yourself as a coach. You want to win every ball. You want to win every tackle. You want to win every little single moment of that game. You don't want to leave it out there for the opponent. And that's where it starts.
You don't think that was embarrassing, though, to watch?
As a Manchester United fan that lived through the glory days, yeah, I agree. But as someone who can look at it for what it is, you know what? Yeah, it can be embarrassing, but I get it. Okay. And if you don't get it, that's on you. I just don't think everyone in life's a winner. It's as simple as that. And unfortunately, Manchester United haven't been winners for years. So, like I said 18 months ago on this freaking podcast, you can't look at them the same way you did 20 years ago.
Fuck, almost 2 years. My opinion of them hasn't changed in 2 years, by the way.
Yeah, but it's again another case of Abdul saying stuff God knows how long ago.
Fuck, he loves to give his
and when Abdul turned around and said, stick with the manager that you got now and you might actually get through something, no one wanted to listen. Oh, Ten Hag this, Ten Hag that. Abdul.
I'm forced to listen to you.
That club paints a picture of people so wrong. Garnacho, great player. But look at the way he's left the club and the way it's painted him. Rashford, great player. But they fucked him over. Ten Hag had 2 games in and he got sacked. You can't. Solskjaer got sacked this week as well. Mourinho got sacked as well this week. Every single ex-Manchester United manager has been sacked in the last week.
It's a thing.
What does that tell you?
I don't know. International break's coming, thank God. Abdul.
Yeah.
Croatia's playing into that international break. We're not going to give their prediction against the Faroe Islands for the score.
Faroe Islands 1, Croatia 0. Yep.
I'll let you know if that happens. I'll give you whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's on camera. Abdul.
Yeah.
Want to go 1 for 1?
Yeah.
All right. Bournemouth versus Brighton. Abdul, talk to me. Interesting game, that one. I'm not going to lie to you.
0-0.
So it's an interesting game, but it's still 0. Both teams scored this weekend.
0-0. That got to happen.
Okay. I feel like I should do this. Arsenal versus Forest. 2-0. Arsenal.
Yeah.
I regret giving this one to you. Brentford, Chelsea.
Brentford 4, Chelsea 1.
Why?
What
the fuck's wrong with you?
You've got that game
Don't
in
be
you.
fucking dumb.
You've got that game
Brentford,
in you.
the Black Cats.
Wissa.
The Black Cats beat them.
That's fine.
Wissa.
They got to bounce back.
Wissa's off to Newcastle as we speak, medical.
That's fine. Whoever's back up.
You realise that I actually sometimes...
You like my club. And I've told you on the phone today, I fucking hate your club.
So why?
Because brother, you grew up, you didn't, and again...
Fuck it, Forest 2-0. Fuck
Hold
yourself.
on.
Focus
Hold
on.
on.
First
Hold
thing.
on.
What are you doing here? Brentford 4. Brentford 4 goals.
4 goals. Yeah. Can I explain something
No,
to you?
no,
Can I explain
I'll
something
do
to you?
that.
You don't understand what it was like as an Arsenal fan growing up watching.
I'm an Arsenal fan now.
No. Watching your club, for example, rock up to the Emirates, us going to Stamford Bridge, players like Drogba and Diego Costa and all these guys absolutely making a mockery of our side.
Yeah.
Manchester United 8-2.
No worries.
Liverpool 5-0, 5-1, 5-1.
Brentford 4-1.
You don't understand. No. You don't understand.
Okay, Abdul.
And I'll give you a serious prediction after. I was pulling your leg there. But you don't understand. When you say,
Worked.
why do you hate my club so much? It's because these clubs made our lives growing up a living hell.
As it should be. Every club strives to win.
And that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
You guys wouldn't know a clue
No problem. What's his prediction?
for that game.
Yeah.
2-1 Brentford.
You're fucking dumb. You're really dumb. Serious.
Yeah.
There you go. Next one.
Burnley, Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool
1-0
3.
Burnley.
That's my turn. My turn, Dick. You ask me.
Yeah.
Ask me.
Burnley, Liverpool.
3-0 Liverpool.
Good for you. Yeah. Crystal Palace.
I'll ask you. Palace versus Sunderland. That's a great game.
3-1 Palace.
3-1 Palace.
Yeah.
Gay less, Ezzy less
Jean-Philippe, mate.
after the penalty.
Power of Matera.
Everton versus Aston Villa. Everton 2-1.
Screams 2-2.
Everton 2. Thank you. Prediction, not you. Abdul. Fulham versus Leeds.
Fulham 1-0. Fair
Okay.
prediction.
Ask me.
Thomas.
Next one.
Manchester City, Manchester United.
These are the types of games for some way, somehow,
Yeah.
they find a result.
Yeah.
The Red Devils,
Yeah.
some way, somehow, Abs. I'm going to go 2-1.
Yeah.
United.
2-1 United.
But it could be 2-1 City. Or it just could be 3-0 City.
3-2 City. I could see it being one of those games where it's just like,
3-2. All right. Abdul. Newcastle versus Wolves with the new incumbent striker. Abdul. And maybe Wisser as well.
5-0 Newcastle.
That's a bold prediction. 5-0. Okay. My one, Abdul.
West Ham, Tottenham.
West Ham Thomas. Sorry.
West Ham, Tottenham.
Tottenham. Tottenham. Beating City 2-0 and then losing to the Cherries. Fucking love that club. Give me 1-1.
Sure.
Give me 1-1, Abs. Aston Villa weren't in it at all. At all.
Yeah.
They had their chances, but as soon as West Ham got the first one, Abs, West Ham just rolled them. Paqueta and Bowen just absolutely rolled. Wilson looks good, by the way.
Yeah.
Wilson looks really good. And then Tottenham, I believe they're going to bounce back. Maybe Xavi gets a couple of minutes. I think he will because he'll be training with the squad. But yeah, interesting round 4 ups. Love a Manchester derby in the fixture list as well. So should be good apps.
Fuck Tottenham.
Okay. Mr. Abdul Salam, pleasure as always for episode 4 of the Prem Unpacked. I have been your co-host, Mr. Thomas. Thomas.
Good for you, mate.
And joined by.
Chelsea's #1 hater.
Thank you for tuning in. Ciao.